Alright, yo, what's going on with y'all boys? Today I'm showing y'all how to make fluted type beats for artists like Veeze, Lil Tyler, El Snappo, Low Shimmy, just these really melodic beats. But yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna break down the sample and I'm gonna show y'all the drums I threw on it. Let's go. Alright, the first thing I did was I went to Expand 2. I got this bioluminescence preset. I ain't even gonna try to pronounce it. Very simple. Just a minor chord. Went down 2, made it a major chord. And then went back up again, but I pitched this 5th up, 1 semitone. Still in the scale, as you can see. But yeah, very simple. Ain't really no way to explain it. I just got these bass notes right here. Copy these bass notes and just pitch them down 1 octave. Just highlight it, shift, press, and then go down an octave. But yeah, that's what it sounds like. I raised this 5th up a semitone so that way it kind of transitioned better when it came back. But yeah, for the effects, I just got Fruity EQ 2, cutting out the lows, cutting out some of the mids, and I added a shaper box, just some panning, panning it left and right, and then just some reverb. The next thing I did was I went to Triune Extreme, and I got this E-piano. It's one of my go-tos if it'll load. But I just layered the first sound of Expand with the wavetable EP. I layered the melody from Expand with the EP from Triune. Same thing. This beat's kind of simple. Usually I add like a little melody to it, but nah, it really just sounded good. I strummed the chords, and yeah, that's what it sounds like. For the effects on the E-piano, very simple. Just some EQ cutting out the lows, boosting some of the low mids and boosting some of the highs. And I just got some simple reverb. But the next thing I did was I went to Purity, I think. Yeah, I went to Purity. I got these steel drums. It's the 51st preset steel drums. I wanted these steel drums to sound kind of ambient, so I threw some chorus on here. 56% mix, I didn't really touch it. More tweaking knobs. Some really high reverb and some fully delayed 3 to kind of give it that ambient feel to it. And yeah, I just added it wherever it sounded good. I had a melody in my head, just laid it out. There ain't really no thought process to it, but yeah. Alright, next thing I did was I went to Purity again. I got this electric bass 3 preset. And I just followed the notes of the pad in the EP or the piano. But I kind of added my own little sauce to it. As you can see, G sharp, F, and then D sharp. which D sharp is actually, these two follow the root notes of the E piano, but the D sharp is actually the fifth note right here. It kind of transitioned better with the melody, so yeah, instead of going G sharp F G sharp, I went G sharp F and then D sharp, but that D sharp pitched down an octave for the bass. But yeah, very simple is what it sounds like. Alright, for the effects, I don't think I had any effects on the, yeah, I didn't have any effects on the electric guitar. I kind of just boosted the lows a little bit. But yeah, that's it for the electric guitar. Next thing I did was I went to JV1080, very underrated plugin. Got the JP8 string 3 preset. Kept it very simple, just one note, spanning out just one bar, and just repeats. And then the second part, just added like a little texture to the melody. Not really much, but yeah, that's what it sounds like. It really shows you like how simple and easy it could be. You know, this whole melody is what, 1, 2, 3, 6 sounds. And yeah, it's really just, and it's all just simple melodies. You know, like the pad, very simple melody. Um, the bells is just like a little texture to it. The strings just texture. It doesn't really have to be filled with like a million sounds. When a beat gets sent to an artist, you know, they gotta have room to get on it too. But they don't want to hear a million instruments because there's not gonna be any room for them to rap on. But yeah, it's a very simple beat. The last thing I did was I got this tubular bell. The effects on the tubular bell, just an EQ, cut out the lows, boosting the highs a little bit. Some reverb, Valhalla reverb, and some delay 3. And yeah, it just follows the notes of the, I think it follows the same pattern as the bass. You know, G sharp, F, and then D sharp, which was the 5th note for the EP. But yeah. It sounded better like higher in a higher octave rather than like pitched down to it normally is. Just want it to sound different, and just fit in better with the melody. You know, do whatever you want. There really is no rules to this. Do whatever sounds good to you. That's my advice. But yeah, that's it for the melodies. What the whole melody sounds like all together. Alright, now for the drums, I started with a simple hi-hat. I put a couple pauses in here. Yeah, I mean, just do whatever sounds good to you. There's not really any advice on the hi-hats. Just kind of fill in what you hear in your head. If you have a pattern that speaks to you, then just lay it down. But yeah, I threw in a lot of pauses here where the hi-hats pause. In these spaces, you can kind of fill it up with perks. In these spaces where the hi-hats aren't playing, or you just leave it empty, save room for the artist. But yeah, you just do a regular 2-step. Just whatever speaks to you, whatever fits best with the melody. But it's what I did, and it's what it sounds like. Then I layered that with the Cash Kangaroo. Pretty common. I mean, you probably hear it in a lot of Florida beats, a lot of Detroit beats, or a lot of I think Cali beats, and a lot of California or the Bay City beats. But yeah, just regular hitting once on every bar where it normally hits at. Not too much going on. But yeah. Next thing I did was I laid down this little cowbell. Um, as you can see, same place where the hi-hats aren't hitting. Um, just kind of put these perks in places where um, they fit in, you know, don't fill them in the pockets of the beat, um, where the beat is more quiet at and where there's not a lot of sounds hitting. And then this little collab right here, it's once every bar, or not every bar, every half. I don't know how to explain it, but you get the point though. But yeah. Then I added this scratcher to kind of transition from the next part, or from the end to the beginning. Just a simple scratcher. And then I added this crash too. The crash hitting at the beginning of every bar. I wouldn't even call it every bar. I don't know how to say it. Every measure, I guess, if you want to call it that. But yeah. And the next thing the last thing I did was added my 808s. Simple, following the notes of the bass. Yeah, there ain't really much to say. It's very simple. Nothing too much going on. Like I said, you want to keep these beats simple, but also like very full sounding. But yeah, you know, sound selection is key. Having the right sounds is definitely crucial in these kind of beats. But yeah, that's it for the drums. What the whole drum sound like. Alright, then when you put everything together, it's gonna sound a little something like this. Appreciate y'all for watching. Tune in. I'm posting every week. If it's shorts, if it's a video like this, just make sure y'all tapping in every week. But yeah, that's what the full beat sounds like.